A farmer has 28 chicks and 32 ducklings. How many chicks and ducklings does he have in all? In all tells us to add. So in your problem, you should have done 32 plus 28. Always remember that a good way to help you solve the problems is to lock your numbers up, indicating the ones and the tens place value. When we add, we always start in the ones place. 2 ones plus 8 ones is 10 ones. I can't have 2 digits, so I'm going to drop the 0 and regroup the 110. Now I can add the 10 spot. 110 plus 3 tens is 4 tens, plus another 2 tens is 6 tens. This gives us a final answer of 60. So we have 60 chicks and ducklings all together. Our teacher has 50 pens and pencils. 28 of them are pens. How many pencils are there? So I see that the teacher has pens and pencils, and I know that she has 50 of them mixed together. 28 of them are pens. I want to know how many of the 50 are pencils. Sounds like a subtraction problem. 50 minus the 28 that are pens. I always lock my numbers up because it helps me keep my place value together. Here's the ones, here's the tens. Now I can subtract. My rule tells me that if I have more on the floor, I have to go next door to get 10 more. And I see that 8 ones is more than 0 ones. So I definitely have to go next door to get 10 more. I'm going to regroup. So instead of having 5 tens, I'm now going to have 4 tens. I'm going to take the other 10 over to the 1 spot. So I end up with 10 ones. 10 ones minus 8 ones gives me 2 ones. Back to the tens place value. 4 tens minus 2 tens is 2 tens. That leaves me with 22. If 28 of all of these are pens, that leaves me with 22, which are pencils. So the answer to my question is there are 22 pencils. Jim has 56 pennies in his piggy bank. His mother put 17 more pennies into the bank. How many pennies does he have now? So I see that Jim is getting 17 more added to the bank. More tells me to do what? You're correct. It tells me to add. So I'm going to take the 56 pennies and I'm going to add 17 more. And you are a big-time second grader, so you know that Mrs. Miller always likes to lock her numbers up, indicating the 1 spot and the 10 spot. Now I can add. 6 ones plus 7 ones is 13 ones. Drop the 3, regroup the 110. 110 plus 5 tens is 6 tens, plus 1 more 10 is 7 tens. This gives me 73 pennies that he now has in his bank. Mr. Armstrong bakes 92 muffins. He sells 38 of them. How many muffins does he have left? Well, I see that he had 92 muffins to begin with. Then he sold 38 of them. So that's telling me to subtract, because that's how many he got rid of. He took away. I need to lock my numbers up so I can keep my place value in order. Here's the ones, here's the tens. My rule tells me that if there's more on the floor, I have to go next door to get 10 more. And I see that 8 ones on the floor is more than 2 ones up top. So I'm going to go to the 10 spot to regroup. 9 tens become 8 tens. And I'm going to group the 110 over to the ones, giving me 12 ones. 12 ones minus 8 leaves me with, you got it, 4. Now I go to the tens place value, and I have 8 tens minus 3 tens, which gives me That's right, 5 tens. So I see here that he has 54 muffins left.